Hey everybody, this is Josh with Rubi the Rubicon, and today we're going to talk about these. Please like, subscribe and share this video. Hey everyone, Josh here with Rubi the Rubicon. So today we're going to talk about the towing mirrors that I purchased in December last year from K-Source Australia. They are, I believe, an American-made product, or at least they come out of America. They're the K-Source Snap and Zap snap-on mirrors for the Jeep Gladiator, Wrangler, JL, JT. They're an interesting thing. Basically, the way that they work is they hook over your mirror, and I'll do a video on this. I'll show you in a sec how they attach. They hook over your mirror to extend your mirrors. Now, whether or not you need towing mirrors is an interesting question. Whether or not there is a distinction in the law specifically that to require a towing mirror as defined as a towing mirror is actually irrelevant. Certain states do mention towing mirrors, some states don't. The overriding rule here in Australia are the Australian design rules. And the Australian design rules in them have very clear stipulations for viewing angles. That includes rear viewing angles when looking in mirrors. Now, these rules don't care whether you've got a trailer on or not. If your vehicle is made wider by your trailer, your vehicle is now considered to be as wide as your trailer. If you do not have the viewing angles that are specified in ADR 1402, when the vehicle is parked straight, and that is basically that you can see completely down both sides of your vehicle all the way to the rear, and also a certain distance out from the side of the vehicle, you're not compliant. That's just how it is. Lots of people like to argue this topic. Lots of people like to debate about it. This is a very contentious topic, but at the end of the day, the ADRs are extremely clear on what you need and what you don't need. But what we'll do now is I'll get into them. I'll show you how they work. I'll show you the build quality of them. I'll show you how they fit. And then we'll talk about their suitability for the vehicle. So we're on the passenger side of the vehicle here. I'll pop it on the mirror in just a sec, but let's have a close-up look at the mirror. So the mirror's got, this is the extension mirror section here. Internally, there's some padding to prevent it to, I'm presuming to make it fit nice and neat without rattling. I would like to say that these don't, as a friend of mine said, bark up your mirrors, but they really do. These will scratch your mirrors. Make no mistake, if you put these on your vehicle, they will scratch the plastic on the back of your mirrors, and I'll get a close-up shot of that in a sec. They have the obligatory objects in the mirror are closer than they appear warning on them. Pretty sure that's just a legal thing. And again, to be ADR compliant, the indicator in the mirror on the end here needs to be visible. So they've got this window in them. Now, my understanding is the American model don't have that window in them. And that's what took K-Source a bit longer to get them here. I'm sure K-Source will correct me on that if I'm wrong, because I'm sure they're watching this video, and I don't think they're going to be too happy with what I've got to say about them. So anyway, it is an honest review. I have done about 5,000 Ks with these, towing my AVan Cruiseliner, which is 2.03 meters wide at its widest. And with these mirrors, I can just see down the side, and I'll talk about whether or not that's appropriate, what I'd like to see out of these in the future. So I'm going to put it on. I'll show you how they go on. I'll show you what not to do or where not to put your fingers if you want to keep your fingers when you fit them. And then we'll get some shots of them fitted to the vehicle, and then we'll talk about the viewing angles. So to fit the mirror, you hook the mirror over the top of your existing mirror. You roll it down over the back. Now you need to stretch it. Now, the only way to do that, I've found, is to physically put your hand inside it, is to physically put your hand inside it and pull it down. Now, there's a little ridge on the bottom of the mirror here that it likes to get hung up on. It'll click past that. Once you get it to this point, this is touching the bottom. This is where you're going to scratch your mirror. I mean, it's on the bottom, so you can't really see it unless you're looking for it. But once it gets to there, you've basically got to take your finger out of the gap, because these have a lot of force in them, and gently tap them in like that. And then little tap up from underneath, and it'll pop it in on the other side. And this is what it looks like from the other side. Now, once it's fitted, it looks factory. These are the mirrors Jeep should have fitted from factory. Josh here with Rubi the Rubicon. Please, if you're enjoying this content, do like, subscribe, and share with your friends. We're looking to get all the support for the channel that we can. We're always trying to increase our subscribers. We just recently passed 100. Get to 200 would be really awesome. If you could please smash that like button, hit subscribe, share with your friends. That would be awesome. Cheers. Back to the video. All right, now I'm going to go through the process of taking this off. So you saw on the other side the process of putting it on. I'm going to show you the process of taking it off. So to take it off, there's a little bit that sticks out on the bottom here. You grab it, you push it down, and again, you can see just here, I don't know if that's showing in the video, let's get a close up. You can see just here, and just here, they are starting to mark up the mirror. Any mirror that attaches to your mirror is going to do that. Now, on the bottom of the mirror, there's a little ridge just under here. So once you pull it back, it's going to stop when it hits that ridge. So you've got to grab this either side with 2 fingers. You've got to be a bit careful here, or you can jam your fingers in here and it really hurts. Ask me how I know. Pull it down, back, then the whole thing comes off. Now, the area of your mirror that will get scratched is underneath here. And I don't know how well that's coming through in the video, but you can see sort of along here and under here, you can see some scuff marks starting to form on the mirror from where it's been sitting. Now, I've only done 5,000 Ks with these, and I don't put them on and off a lot. Right, let's be clear about that. I don't put them on and off a lot. But I think eventually the bottom of this is going to get quite scuffed. Now, I'll show you what it looks like from inside the vehicle when they're fitted to the vehicle, and then I'll talk about whether or not they're suitable. Now, these clip onto the existing mirrors, so they only really expand your mirrors by about that much, which is about 100 mil. Now, the Jeep Gladiator over its mirrors is about 1900 millimeters. So you can extrapolate that out. 100 mil extra on each side is 2.1 meters or thereabouts. So in order to be able to see completely down the sides of the vehicles that you're towing, your mirrors have to be wider than whatever it is that you're towing. There's no debate about that. That's just, to be legal, that's what you need. If these are only 2.1 meters, the absolute maximum van that I would recommend towing is 2 meters. So what are my thoughts? For the price that they cost, they're an expensive option that looks really tidy, that won't solve the problem for 95% of people who are going to be interested in these mirrors. These suit a hybrid camper. These suit a camper trailer. These suit an AVan Cruiseliner, just. And when I say just, I mean just. These barely make me legal from a sightline perspective. Just barely. If you've got an off-road dual axle tandem caravan, these aren't legal. If you've got a single axle off-road caravan that is wider than 2 meters, these aren't legal. If you've got a tandem trailer or a box trailer or a furniture trailer that is wider than 2 meters, these won't be legal. I would love to see a version of this mirror, exactly this, that is 100 mil wider, even 150 mil. And then I think these would be an absolute ripper of a product. Unfortunately, I feel like design won out in the production of these by the original manufacturer as opposed to function. They're a cool idea. I love them. I would love to see them better. I am going to keep using them because I can still be legal with them on my van. But geez, I wish there was a version that was wider. I really, really do. So K-Source, if you're watching this video, I love the product. But if you can get them to make them with the mirror twice as big as it is, that would be awesome. And a telescoping version for people who have got big vans, 2.4, 2.5 meters. I mean, you're never going to be legal on a 2.5 meter van with these. You may as well not even have them fitted. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share the video. Every subscribe, every like counts. We are currently trying to build the viewer base, and we do have a bunch more things in the pipeline. So this has been Josh with Rubi the Rubicon. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Cheers.